Hello everyone, this is Colleen Lemma, Starseed Astrologer and Spiritual Messenger from SacredSoulEmpowerment.com. And today is Monday, August 13th, 2018, and I wanted to check in with all of you with a short Soul Reflections video. Now, we've already had the eclipses, and so I'm hearing the question now, what's next? Now that we've had these eclipses in July and August, what is next for us? What is to be focused on? What is unfolding? And as I mentioned in my weekly and in my monthly videos and in my Facebook posts, just because the eclipses are over doesn't mean the energies are done and over. So just to recap, the second week of July we had a new moon solar eclipse at 20 degrees Cancer. On July 27th we had a full moon lunar eclipse at 4 degrees of Aquarius. And the third eclipse was a new moon solar eclipse on August 11th at 18 degrees of Leo. Now also in August, on August 8th, we had the Lion's Gate, the portal opening, which actually a few days before August 8th and a few days after, more than likely until that eclipse occurred, we had this portal opening of higher dimensional energies that were streaming down to the planet. So again, these eclipses now are over. The Lion's Gate energy basically is over. So what is next? Does that mean that whatever changes occurred must have occurred during those eclipses? And the answer is no. These eclipse energies are going to last, if you will, until the next set of eclipses. At least that's one opinion of astrologers out there. And the next set of eclipses don't start until January of 2019. So what we can see is this unfolding of energies again over the course of the next few weeks and perhaps the next few months, bringing in the changes that were activated during those eclipses. So you might want to, by the way, see where those eclipses fell in your astrological chart. Again, 20 degrees of Cancer was the first one, 4 degrees of Aquarius was the second, and 18 degrees of Leo was the third one. Which, by the way, when Mercury goes direct next week in Leo at 11 degrees Leo, it will cross that eclipse degree again pretty soon. And also when Mars goes direct towards the end of this month of August, it's also going to cross over that 4 degree of Aquarius lunar eclipse degree as well. So those eclipse degrees are still going to be activated, and again an unfolding of energies, situations, events, redirections, changes, healing, etc. is going to take place. Now I wanted to do a little mini reading, if you will, because again the question is, well, what is next? And so I did meditate, and actually spirits reminded me that when I was setting up the camera to do this Soul Reflections video, and I'm outside obviously in the backyard here, I saw a couple of dragonflies, and so that definitely was a totem animal message for us all. The dragonfly, shortly and simply, is trust in the power of light, or trust in the power of the light. So we all have to, again, trust with whatever changes are unfolding. Maybe we've already seen some of those changes and redirections, maybe we haven't yet. Maybe we're feeling that they're coming. But trust in the power of light, God, universe, if you want to put another word in there, to direct you in the way that you need to be directed, to direct the circumstances in your life to unfold in the way that they need to, and in the divine timing that they need to. Okay, so now I decided to again do a little short mini reading here on what is next. And so I asked Spirit in meditation, what is next from now, this moment, August 13th, until the end of this year 2018, which again pretty much brings us almost to the next set of eclipses. I believe they start it does start towards the beginning of January 2019. So I pulled 3 cards, and I already did this part. I already pulled those cards, which I will share with you for a message, and then I have 3 different divination decks that we're going to pull on camera while we're recording here, a special message for everyone. So we're using the Power Angel Tarot deck by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine for the 3 cards that I chose in meditation. And the first card that came up was the Nine of Gabriel, which is like the Nine of Fire in the traditional tarot suit, okay? Now the 9 is the last of the single digit numbers before we get to 10, although in the tarot we do have the 10 as well. So this is the second to the last minor arcana card before we get to the court cards. And that means we're getting towards the end of something here, okay? The suit of Gabriel, the suit of fire, is the spiritual element. So we're getting towards the end of a spiritual idea, a spiritual perception, a spiritual energy. Again, these eclipses brought in, and still will bring in, a lot of healing in our lives. Now the message at the bottom of this card says, stay determined and move forward. Okay, so what is next? Stay determined and move forward. Be prepared for any possibility. And I want to also say, be prepared for any change. Be prepared for any redirection. Be prepared for any opportunity that comes in now over the next few weeks and the next few months. And then it also does say environmental activism. So in other words, paying attention to planet Earth, Earth Mother Gaia. You know, if you're someone who works for the planet in that way, through healing, or you know, through something more practical and tangible as far as nature and the earth or the animals, then this is a call for you as well to put more energy and effort towards that. You know, when I look at this, when I look at the symbology of the card, you know, we have a garden here, a man with a shovel, and there's an angel standing in the background. It makes me feel of the harvest, and so intuitively I feel like we're going to be seeing something as we reach the harvest time of the year, which is as we're going into the fall, you know, when we have that transition to fall, which is going to be in October. I feel like there's going to be something again from these changes that comes into play. The harvest, we're going to start to be reaping the rewards. We're going to start seeing the blessings that are coming in through the changes and redirections that, again, you may have already experienced or that are still coming up. But again, continue to move forward, you know, continue to, again, be open your eyes, open your heart, open your energy system to whatever blessings or possibilities or opportunities might lie before you to continue on your path. And then the second card that came up was the 8 of Raphael. I seem to get this card a lot when I'm doing readings for people, it seems, and especially lately. This is the 8 of Cups in the traditional tarot. And, you know, this card, you know, of course speaks to the emotions. And to me, the number 8 is about our sense of power or our sense of empowerment. But with the 8 of Cups, it usually brings up some sort of situation or energy that may be disempowering that we need to walk away from. And the card actually says there is something better waiting for you. Do what you know is right for you, and a spiritual quest. And I really like how, you know, the first card again says, stay determined and move forward, be prepared for any opportunity. And then there is something better waiting for you. So it's like, you know, again, this message, this sentence that Spirit, our angels and guides are sharing with us. In the symbology of this card, we have a woman. You know, she's getting ready to cross a bridge over a lake or a stream here. And on the other side is Archangel Raphael. And Archangel Raphael is the angel of healing. So again, we're still healing emotional situations. We're still healing perhaps relationships in our lives. And again, we're needing to empower ourselves from any circumstance or partnership, whether it be romantic or business, family, or friendship, that may be disempowering to us in some way. But not only situations and relationships, this is also empowering ourselves as far as our belief systems, our thoughts, our emotions. Those eclipses really stirred a lot of things up on the emotional level and on the mental level as well. And so again, we're getting ready to cross this bridge. You know, we're still, or she is still, on this side of the bridge. And I also feel like with this dog here that's next to her, this is like a guide. You know, there's a guide standing next to you. There's angels standing next to you, all around you, and they're getting ready to cross that bridge with you so that you can let go of whatever needs to be let go and walk towards the healing and the empowerment that Archangel Raphael is waiting to give you on the other side of that bridge. And then the third card that came up, this is a powerful card because this is Major Arcana 21, the last of the Major Arcana, the World card. In this deck, it's ruled by Archangel Michael, who is the archangel of protection and guidance, and the archangel that helps to remove any challenges, give us confidence. He assists when we need to pull the cords between ourselves and the lower vibrational energies or situations or people, etc. Now the World card, again being the last of the major arcana, means there's a cycle coming to a close, and the message actually does say a very happy ending, coming full circle, spiritual growth and insight. So, through this eclipse season, we have gained, or will be gaining yet, a lot of spiritual knowledge, wisdom, insight. We're going to be coming into, again, messages of the direction we need to take or the steps we need to take on our path. And Archangel Michael is leading us with confidence and self-assuredness and a sense of protection to the next step on our path. Again, we're coming full circle. Okay, this is the end of some sort of karmic situation, or the end of a karmic belief system, or the end of a way of living, the end of a way of believing or thinking or feeling. So again, it's a very happy ending, although sometimes when we as human beings go through endings, it feels challenging to us. It feels scary, or we're in a place of fear or doubt or concern or worry. And the reality, though, is that whatever this ending is about, whatever cycle is complete now, first of all, I think that there's some karmic patterns that are coming to completion, and this is something to be very happy about. But if there is a situation or a relationship that's coming to an end, know that your angels and guides, as you hopefully, as time goes by, will see this as a very good thing. This is a good thing because you're progressing, you're growing on your path, and you're graduating here with the World card to the next step. After Major Arcana of the World, we go back to the Zero, which is the Fool card, and taking a leap of faith and trusting in what's to come, even though you don't know what that is. So, this is a very good message here for us as far as what now, between, August 13th and the end of this year, 2018, what's next, or what comes now. Okay, so the special message cards, again, this is for everybody. There's no stones of choice here in this particular video. So the first special message card for everyone is going to come from the Archangel Divination deck by Doreen Virtue, and I'm just shuffling this and asking for, to me, this is whatever archangel we might call upon for any particular reason, one that is prominent for us in our lives. And this one to me is sticking out, so I'm going to pull it. And this is Archangel Azrael with Counselor, okay? And I'll talk about Archangel Azrael in a minute, but the message says, you are a natural counselor, and many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. So this, for some of you, could be a literal message, okay? That you're, again, someone who's, like a therapist or counselor, a life coach or a healer, and that you're here to assist other people throughout the rest of the months of this year, because they are going through a lot of changes and redirections. However, when I pulled a card from this deck, and the three decks that I did choose to pull a card from, I had an idea in mind, and the idea with this one was that this was going to be an archangel that was going to be prominent from now until the end of the year for us all, or that we could call upon perhaps. And Archangel Azrael is known as the archangel that helps souls to transition. And a lot of times with the eclipse energies, because they do bring major karmic redirection and change, it can initiate either during the eclipses themselves, or again afterwards when the eclipse degrees are reactivated by other planets. It can initiate souls that are transitioning, loved ones that are transitioning to the next, or I shouldn't say the next state of reality, because it's really the state of reality that we come from, the spiritual world, right? This can also be about our pets as well. So Archangel Azrael helps souls to cross over, to move on to their next stage of evolution, so to speak. But even more so, because this doesn't mean in general for everyone watching this video that you're going to have somebody cross over or a pet cross over. But to me, Archangel Azrael is known as the grief counselor angel, which is why the message is about being the counselor. So again, these eclipse energies, whoops, we had a little B there, sorry. These eclipse energies initiate changes in our lives, and with that change, it's a releasing and letting go of an old way of thinking, seeing, believing, etc. And here we need to kind of move through the stage of grief, because we're letting something go. We're letting an energy go, a belief system go, an old emotion, we're letting that go. And these energies, by the way, can be from this life or previous lifetimes, or we're letting go of a circumstance, situation, or possibly relationship. So there may be some grief involved here, and Archangel Azrael can be called upon to help us move through the stages of letting go of something and healing with that grief process. Okay? And then the second message for everyone is going to come from the Crystal Angels deck. And the idea I had with this is that this might be a crystal between now and the end of the year 2018 that we might want to, take out of our collection of crystals or go and purchase if you don't have it. But you don't even have to physically have the crystal. And the message is going to be pertinent as well. But, if you don't have the crystal, you can download a picture of the crystal off the internet. You can draw a picture of the crystal. You can wear the color of the crystal. So we're going to pay attention to the color as well as the crystal itself along with the message. So we're shuffling the Crystal Angel deck. This is by Doreen Virtue as well, if I didn't mention that. Okay, and I'm going to just kind of shuffle here without looking at the camera, because I know you guys can see what's on the bottom as I'm shuffling. And this one's sticking up for me, so I'm going to pull this one. Oh, I love this because it says, this is opal, by the way, and sometimes, if you were to purchase an opal, it could be quite pricey. But, the gem grade of opal doesn't need to be what you have. I've actually taken a couple of opal stones that are of non-gem stone grade, but still very beautiful, and I've wrapped them as far as the special intention pendants that I'm making. So you could go out and find some sort of opal at a metaphysical store, at a spiritual store, online, that's not terribly expensive. But the opal, for those of you that don't know, it's a white milky colored stone, and usually has like rainbow of colors in it. It's very sparkly and rainbow colored. And this goes along with the message, because the message says, let yourself sparkle and shine. So from now until the end of the year, let yourself sparkle and shine. You are guided to be bold and show your bigger than life side to the world. I'm going to pay attention to that message. Okay, because I, just like you, have moved through a lot of changes and redirections for quite some time. That's another story, because of the personal year I was in numerologically, but even through these eclipses as well, a lot of healing, a lot of releasing. So now it's time to let yourself sparkle and shine. You are guided to be bold and show your bigger than life side to the world. And here we have the heart chakra that's lit up, as well as the crown chakra. So move into your heart chakra. Open up the heart chakra to self-love, to love, unconditional love, period. Not just unconditional love for yourself and unconditional love for other people, but just unconditional love, period. As you open your heart chakra to that energy, it brings in blessings. It magnetizes blessings into your existence, because you're in a state of love. And that's the state of universal existence. God, source, energy, existence. Open the crown chakra to higher dimensional energies, higher dimensional messages. That's the crown chakra. This is also about clairsentience, feeling, with psychic sense. And this is claircognizance, which is the crown chakra, opening up to a download of information. Again, that opal is a milky white color. Although the crown chakra is usually seen as amethyst or purple in color, sometimes it also is seen as white in color. So call in that bright white energy, that golden white light energy, just like this crown chakra. And it even goes down to the third eye chakra, if you can see that there. So third eye, clairvoyance, crown, claircognizance, heart chakra, clairsentience. I'm even going to say the ears chakras as well for the clairaudience. So we're opening up to our psychic senses more and more from now until the end of the year. And we're needing to just be in that state of unconditional love. And that will, in and of itself, allow us to sparkle and shine. Show your true colors, those rainbow colors of the opal. You know, really allow yourself to shine like the light that you are. Okay, and then the last message is going to come from the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins deck, which is by Doreen Virtue. Now, you know, we had the Archangel, we had the Crystal, along with the messages associated with those cards. This Magical Mermaids and Dolphins is just the message, okay? So we're looking at the message for everyone from now until the end of 2018, what we need to pay attention to as far as what's now as far as these eclipse energies. And this one's starting to stick up. Okay. Our angels and guides are telling us we need a little bit of downtime too, okay? Don't work yourself so hard that you're not allowing yourself to rest, rejuvenate, recuperate. I feel like we're needing to recuperate from some of these high, intense energies of July and August. The message: you've been working hard, take a nap and get some rest. You know, when I look at this card, look at the image of this card, I feel like we are being like reborn. And that's the way it comes through. It's like here we have a little baby mermaid, and the baby mermaid is kind of within a shell, if you will. And it's that idea of, again, it's like the incubation period. So from now through the end of the year, it's like this incubation period for ourselves. We're kind of resting and rejuvenating ourselves from these changing energies, the eclipse energies, the Lion's Gate portal opening activation, because we're rebirthing ourselves and we're rebirthing our life. So tend to some self-care. Take care of yourself. Make sure that you're eating well, exercising when needed, but not pushing yourself too hard, meditating, again, getting extra sleep. So I feel like, again, this is a pertinent message, but Spirit's also telling me that I should choose a second message card. So we're going to shuffle again. I'm going to just close my eyes here. I'm going to choose another special message card from the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins deck for everyone here. And just kind of shuffling through, looking for a card to pop up. And this one to me is calling me, so I'm going to pull it out here. Love it. Set your sights higher. Perfect message to end this Soul Reflections video. Increase your standards and expect more for yourself, and do not settle. She's reaching for the star, and just like, they're saying the star Sirius, because the 8/8 Lion's Gate portal opening activation, which occurs every year, by the way, on August 8th, a few days before, a few days after. It has to do with the star Sirius, which is, a civilization of otherworldly beings of high integrity and of higher dimensional energies that are invested in seeing us as third dimensional, now moving into fifth dimensional, already some of us fifth dimensional human beings. They're invested in our welfare, in our evolution and growth, in our healing and moving forward. So as this mermaid, actually it's almost like a mermaid, dragonfly, energy here, she's reaching for that star. So there's something about that 8/8 Lion's Gate activation here that really, the download of information and energies that came from that is allowing us to reach higher states of attainment, not just spiritually, although spiritually as well, reaching higher states of attainment spiritually as far as our soul growth and evolution, but reaching higher standards for ourselves of what we desire, of what we want to see unfold in our lives, what we want to see manifest in our lives. So don't think small, but think big. Know that you can have, whatever it is that you desire. Obviously you leave the specifics up to the universe. But as far as unconditional love or relationship or, you know, succeeding on your destiny path, having prosperity and abundance, all these things are attainable to each and every one of us. So know that. Increase your standards. Don't compromise who you are or what it is that you desire. Don't settle, just like it says. Don't settle for less. Keep on moving higher and higher. She's moving into this higher state of being. She's moving into the fifth dimensional and above, higher dimensional universal energies, and that's star Sirius, or just, if you want to say just the stars, you know, she's reaching to that higher state. So I hope you've all liked this special soul reflections video reading about what's next from now until the end of this year, 2018. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, my YouTube channel, Colleen Lemma, for sharing the video, liking the video. You know, thank you for following me on Facebook under both my pages, Colleen Lemma, as well as Sacred Soul Empowerment, for my astrological and empowerment or educational posts. Thank you for those of you that have had a lot of patience as I moved here to Ashland, Oregon in March, and still haven't moved into, quote-unquote, my highest and most important destiny path. Now that these eclipse energies and whatnot have come to pass, now that I'm more acclimated here to the new energy and the new people around me, as that always takes a little bit of time when you make a big physical move across the country. Now I'm ready to expand or redo my website. I'm ready to add an e-commerce store on my site so that all my pendants and sprays and crystal elixirs and sage and Palo Santos and anything else that comes out creatively will now be able to be offered. So of course it will take time to unfold, but stay tuned and watch for that. And thank you for all of those that have supported me again through your lovely comments, through your unconditional love, and through your angel blessings. I send you a lot of angel blessings, a lot of love and light. Mwah.